Big difference from last year when you guys didn't do so well up there at Rutgers. What do you think was the difference?
First off, let me take my hat off to Rutgers. They're a great basketball team, very well coached. And I think we just stayed together as a team. We paid attention to the scout, and we wanted to execute really well, and I think we did a good job of that.
As a team from your area, do you think maybe last year you guys were pressing a little bit? That's a team from your area up there in the New York, New Jersey area. Do you think last year you guys were pressing a little bit, being New Yorkers?
I mean, I guess you could say, me and Durand, we were back home, so, we wanted to play well for family and friends. But, it's in the past, and we were able to get a win this year.
Durand, you guys, and Malcolm too, you guys got off to that hot start. How pumped up were you for this game? You just kind of talk about the tone that set for you guys the rest of the game.
Well, I believe we both pumped up, but without our teammates and without our coach, Coach L, directing us exactly what he wanted us to do, we would never be able to get up to a good start. So we got to congratulate my coach and my teammates for finding me, and we finding them, and we just helping each other to make the right decision.
What's the impact that Coach Larranaga has had on you guys changing up your game? Now it seems like you guys are distributing more, driving and dishing more under his tutelage.
Well, I believe we're basketball players. All basketball players know how to drive, all basketball know how to shoot. He just showing us the right way. He wants specifics. You got to drive this way, supposed to this way. He explains why. So for him to be able to come in and teach us those type of things is very helpful to us, I believe.
Malcolm, talking about the play of Kenny in the post, he really gave you some real solid post play, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks, and he was a presence defensively.
Yes, Kenny was outstanding. I told you guys he's going to be a great player for us. It was a hard battle for us in there, and he took ownership in the huddle. He told that he was going to get every rebound or try to the best of his ability. So I'm really proud of Kenny. I'm happy for him, and I know that he's going to be really consistent for us.
To get back within 6, I know last year you guys had problems holding on to the lead. So what basically is the difference feeling this year? I know it's only one game, it's early, but still.
I think you can say experience. We've been through those tough times where we lost leads and we didn't execute in the end. And then of course, once again, not because he's in the room, but Coach L, I think he's key for us. He's a great teacher of the game. He has so much experience, so he knows when a team is down or what they're doing, specific ways to beat them.
You guys kind of described the excitement of Shane finding out that he's going to get a chance to play tonight. What you thought of his debut?
We were a little excited. Got a little story for you. He said if he ever got cleared, he was going to cut his mustache. I don't think anybody realized, but he played without a mustache today. So we was all excited for him. He's jumping around, and he finally found a middle mode, get prepared for the game, and got his first basket today. I think he did pretty well, and he's going to be a key guy for us. He's going to be in rotation a lot, so we should expect a lot from him this year.
You guys played a great game, 19 points apiece, but free throws as a team, where do you guys think you are with that, and how do you look at that going forward to sort of stay balanced and kind of work on improving that so you can win close games?
We got to get better at it. We want to strive for perfection. We know in close games that's going to be a key part of it. You got to make free throws because teams are going to foul when you're down. And if you don't make free throws, then a 3 here or there, it can change the game. So we're going to put a lot of emphasis on that in practice, I'm sure, and just guys coming in the gym and getting extra free throws and just keep getting better.
Let's talk about what it does for your confidence once you see a couple of shots go in. Malcolm, you had 3 straight 3-pointers in the first half and 1 point, and Durand, you kept hitting with the running teardrop later. Let's talk about how that worked.
It's a great feeling. When you put a lot of time in, a lot of work in, you see it, falling through in the game. It makes you feel good because you put in the work in, you see the effort. So I know it feels great for me being a shooter, and the same thing for Durand. He puts a lot of work in with his teardrop. So whenever you see you put a lot of work in and put a lot of emphasis on something, it works in the game. It gives you a lot of confidence.
Durand, how frustrating was that stretch? No field goals going in. What was the mindset of the team during that stretch?
We just stayed calm. We just stayed poised. We just stayed together. There was no worry for us. I think that's kind of a difference for us this year too. Last year we would probably go down and worry a little bit. I think this year we were just more calm. We just stayed together and just stayed the track, and it worked out well for us. Kenny stepped up for us. Eric stepped up for us. Key guys came off the bench, stepped up for us, and we all brought it together and got the job done.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, to begin with, I thought Sunday we had our best practice of the season. We looked very sharp. I thought it was a great indication of the way we wanted to play tonight. Yesterday, we had the worst practice of the season, and that concerned me, thinking to myself we had taken one major step forward on Sunday, but didn't look like we could sustain that kind of execution. But my assistant coaches, the staff, did a great job. The scouting report, I think, was very much on target, and the players absorbed it, they listened, and then during the game actually even played better than we practiced on Sunday. We knew we needed more assists than turnovers, and we knew we were going to have to battle them on the boards. They are, those big guys like Durand is a great rebounder. He had 7 offensive rebounds. That's twice as many as any guy on our team. And their game is oftentimes, if they can make the first shot, they do, but if they miss, the game is really just beginning, because they're terrific at going to the offensive boards, and we kept emphasizing that to our players. So it was nice that Eric Swope and Kenny Kaji stepped up and really helped us on the backboards. I don't think all these stats are exactly right, but I think from a defensive standpoint, our initial defense was very, very good. Our rebound defense could have been better, but it was adequate, and that's an area we know we're undersized. We're going to have to really work at and improve. And then offensively, we shot 50% overall and 43% from 3, and we had 13 assists and only 10 turnovers. So we were efficient. At the end of the game, I know we missed some free throws during the body of the game, but at the end, Durand Scott stepped up and made some key free throws. Malcolm made some key free throws to keep the double-digit lead at the end. And we ended up coming away with a very nice, very competitive win.
What did you like about Kenny that you saw from him on the court today?
Kenny is very skilled. His performance from the foul line is not an indication of how good a free throw shooter he is. I've had big guys who don't make a lot of free throws. Kenny doesn't fall into that category. He's an excellent free throw shooter. And I think once he gets comfortable and can get to the foul line more and more, I think he'll start making them at a very high rate. They're big, and his inside presence, they have him down for 2 blocks, but I think he had at least 2 or 3 or 4 blocks, and he altered several more shots. He's long, he's athletic, he can jump, he's got good timing, and his defensive presence was one of the major keys tonight.
You know, when you talk about Eric Larkin, gave you a lot of minutes, especially in the first half.
Shane.
Shane, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shane Larkin became eligible at about 1 o'clock today. We told him to be ready to play. He gave us some very, very nice ball handling. There's a couple of plays that in practice he makes routinely. But as a freshman in your very first game, he makes a 3, comes right in off the bench, makes a 3-pointer, and then gets an assist to Malcolm Grant. So that's a very nice contribution from a freshman, in his initial game as a college player.
You talked about the 2 practices on Sunday and yesterday. What did you see was the difference in those 2 practices that made you say?
On Sunday, we were very focused. We gave great effort and great execution. On Monday, we seemed distracted, almost like we were tired. And thank goodness it was not fatigue tonight, because we played some guys some long minutes. I mean, I don't think these minutes are exactly right either, but that starting five probably played the last 10 minutes. We didn't sub much at the end. I thought those guys were doing a good job. Also, I told the players after the game that we're going to have to continue to try different lineups. I had a lineup out there of 5 guards at one time. And we were a little too small, but sometimes guards can do things that big guys can't do. We might not be able to rebound, but we might catch fire from 3-point range, and the opposing coach is thinking, how do we guard this? Because the big guys have nobody to guard, and then all of a sudden the opponent is the one making the adjustments. But it didn't work out the way we planned, and had to go back to our starting unit, and they did a very good job.
You had a big advantage and experience in the backcourt. They start 2 freshmen, and you got upperclassmen at guards. Can you talk about what you saw in Rutgers? Is that something you try to exploit, the guard matchup?
Well, our team and the experience that we do have is with Malcolm and Durand. And we are constantly trying to put them in positions to do well. And they've got to work very, very hard defensively. They can't rest at the defensive end of the floor and save it for offense. Because in order to be successful, we've got to become a very good defensive team. Tonight we held them to under 40%. And they're not a team that shoots a lot of threes. So we gave them more 3-pointers tonight, and they shot it very well. So that's something we have to be able to do both. Guard the interior, the 2-point shots very well, but also get out and contest the 3-point shooters. I thought Austin Carroll was very, very good and helped them make their run in the second half.
Where do you feel like you guys have made the most growth since preseason to 2 games in?
I would say the conversion from offense to defense, trying not to give up too many transition baskets, has been pretty good. And it's an area we're going to continue to strive for. Because if you're excellent at getting back and setting your defense, you have a very good chance of becoming a good defensive team. If one guy is even lazy and doesn't get back, or he tries to steal an outlet pass and he's not back, the opposing team will score before you ever get your defense set.
Coach, with Shane, having been here such a short period of time, how did you establish the comfort level with him as a freshman? He looked really poised out there. Is it just basketball IQ?
I think his basketball IQ is very high. His ball handling is very high. But his speed is off the charts. You didn't even see it tonight. I see him in practice sometimes. He's a jet. And when he puts on the afterburners, he's going to be very tough to guard in the open court. And when he has guys like Durand Scott and Malcolm Grant filling the lanes, he has Trey McKinney-Jones and Ryan Brown who can shoot the 3. When he can find them regularly, which is what he does in practice, he gives us a different look when he's on the floor.
Did you see senior maturity late with Malcolm? I know one time he pumped fake when he had missed a couple of threes, drove to the hole, got a nice assist, and then he was also very key at the foul line. Is that something you're expecting from him?
Well, I think the reason Malcolm has been so successful is he's an incredible shooter. Maybe the best I've ever coached. So if he has a chance to get his feet set and look at a shot, he's got a great chance of making it. But he's also very good at putting the ball on the ground and making shots or passes to his teammates. In that particular case, he got an assist. But other times, he finishes himself. Being what we call a triple threat, where you can shoot the 3, you can drive, and if you get fouled, make the free throw, and you can drive and find the open man, that makes you very hard to guard.
The team was very, very balanced tonight offensively. 26 points in the paint, 10 of 23 from the 3-point line. You have to be pleased about that.
I am. Balance is a huge part of our teaching, and my coaches do a great job of emphasizing, we need to get inside baskets. And an inside basket doesn't have to be a post-up. It can be a driving layup. It can be a fast break layup. But layups,